Wow, doing a Peppertyping 101 demo after months, I think. And just want to start this nice new year with a commitment to everyone who has been part of our Peppertype community at the Facebook group, on our Twitter, on YouTube, on our emailers. That we're going to commit doing a feature demo every Tuesday, 10 p.m. IST for you folks, so that you all can learn how to make the most of your Peppertype subscription. And if you stick till the end of this demo, you are going to receive a nice discount code. So please stick till the end of this demo. I think by now all of you already know who Pranav is. So I'm going to skip that small talk and the introduction. And we're going to jump directly into the topic of learning today how to craft cold emails using Peppertype. If you are from India, I think you already know a lot of creators, entrepreneurs are talking about the importance of writing a cold email or a cold DM, and it's so important to build your network for freelancers to get new clients or just expand their audience, their network, their community, and how important this cold emailing and cold DMing has become in today's internet era. In fact, I cold email literally at least once every day to someone from India, a creator, an entrepreneur, another community leader, and I think it's very important skill. And so we're going to try using Peppertype. We're going to see how we can craft cold emails. Pranav, thank you so much once again for always doing this demo for us. I think you are a very integral part of the entire Peppertype system as well. Anything that you want us to be prepared for this demo? Do we have to open a Google Doc? Anything that we need to be prepared for?
No, I think you can always have a download of this and always watch it offline as well. So right now, it would be great if I could just have your attention for a while, and we'll just. We've taken feedback from the previous paper typing sessions that we've been doing, and the massive interest people have shown. So we're going to keep this more focused around the tool, around the product, and how we can practically use it. So in this particular session, I'll be talking. Let's say 30% about what cold email is, and most of you as might know what cold email, what cold DMing it is. I'll be talking about some very basic guidelines, and then we'll be jumping straight into the product, and we'll be writing two cold emails today. I've already defined the intent of those emails, and defined you a very I've tried to paint you a very clear picture of who the target audience is, and who the sender is, who the receiver is. And we'll try to write those emails using Peppertype, so you can also see the walkthrough from a very practical perspective instead of just theoretical knowledge.
Super. I think everyone who's watching us on YouTube or Facebook group or over LinkedIn as well, if you can open Peppertype in another tab, and once Pranav is screen sharing and showing us how to use the tool to write the cold emails, and if you also try it out, it's much better for you to grasp it and absorb it and learn it. So I think that's one thing that all of us can just do. But I think now I'm going to disappear from here and hand it over to Pranav so that he can start this demo. Anytime you folks have any questions or need us to elaborate on anything, please feel free to put it in comments on the Facebook group, on YouTube, or on LinkedIn. Yash from our team is here monitoring the comments. So please feel free to put in any questions or suggestions, or if you have any doubts, please feel free to put it in the comments tab.
Hey everyone, I'll personally like to welcome you to the Pepper Typing 101 session. So it's a series of session where we talk about various content use cases and how you can generate all this content using Pepper Type. So I'll quickly share my screen and we'll jump right into it. So yep, can you let me know in comments if you're able to see my screen? You'll be able to see a welcome to Pepper Typing 101 screen. Yep, I think I've gotten some comments that it's visible right now. So yeah, what is pepper typing? We'll be talking about these six things today. First, what is pepper type? For the people who have joined in new, who had very little or no idea about what Peppertype is, we'll be giving you a basic definition. Second, we'll be talking about what cold emails are. We'll be segmenting out cold emails from marketing emails, and we'll be going deeper into particular cold emails and how we can write them. Third, we'll be talking about defining purpose. So I think these are steps that you should be doing before writing a cold email. So you should be defining your purpose. We'll be talking more on that. Fourth point is what not to do. So before talking about what to do in a cold email, I'd like to share some of my opinion on what not to do, then what to do, and finally a surprise discount code for everybody who sticks till the end. So, what is Peppertype.ai? It's an AI-powered content generation tool that helps you create quality content within seconds. The things that are important are mentioned in blue. That's AI-powered quality content within seconds. That's what you get out of it. So, we'll be in this particular session. We'll be focusing on cold emails particularly. It won't be
Oh, I'm really sorry. I think there was some glitch, and I had to leave the meet. Oh, can anybody please post a comment if I'm still visible and if my screen is there? Yep, I think really sorry for the glitch there. So yeah, we'll be focusing on cold emails today. We'll be focusing on emails that are written with no relationship to your audience, wherein the sender and the receiver has no direct relationship. Uh, Cold emails are something that lacks non-verbal feedback, so you don't get instant feedback from the receiver. That's why it's slightly difficult to write a cold email and expect a response. Then we'll be targeting individuals rather than groups. So this is the main point, that we'll be targeting smaller groups, let's say a group of 5-10 people, and we'll be focusing more on individuals rather than writing emails to 10,000 people directly. That would be categorized into a marketing email, which we'll be talking about in later sessions. But today we're talking about individuals and how you can focus on smaller groups instead of the larger group size right now. Then we'll be talking about doing your homework. So, what all things are important while you're before you're creating a cold email, how you should do your research, and what's the homework that you must be doing to be able to personalize your cold email. So I think I won't be talking much about the very basic things, like you need to personalize your cold email. For example, you should not be using a template right out of internet and just putting it out and sending it to 1,000 people. That won't work. That might have worked, let's say 5 years back, but today personalization is something that everybody requires. Everybody requires a personalized message, and that's what you should be focusing on. So we'll be talking about how to do that homework, right? So first, I think thing is always defining purpose. May it be any type of content, particularly for cold emails. You should clearly state what is the goal or purpose that you're trying to achieve with this email. You should be very clear on what you're expecting from the recipient. In this case, it might be to get a reply. You simply want an answer to a question. Or for example, if you're looking to connect with somebody and you're going to a third person, so you want their contact information or something like that, right? So you should be very clear about that, on what is it that you're exactly expecting out of the receiver. Are you writing to them to schedule a call? In that case, you should have your Calendly or any other scheduling link in the mail. Then third thing, are you writing to pitch something? So when you're writing to pitch something, it's different mailed altogether. You have to mention some pointers, and you have to end with a CTA. So you should be very clear on what is the goal or purpose that you're trying to achieve. Then I think about things that you should not be probably doing in a cold email or in any email for that matter, is first being spammy. I think we all receive enough emails in a day to be paying attention to spammy emails. So make sure that your name on your mail account, may it be Gmail, may it be Apple Cloud or anything, but make sure that your name is very clear. It's your first name and last name, nothing else. It's not a spammy name instead of your real name. Second, it's always advised to set a bit of context before you're asking something in return. So don't jump directly to your request or your action that you want the receiver to take. So that is the thing that you should not be doing. Third thing, you should not be talking too much or none at all about yourself. So there is a healthy balance between talking about yourself. So you should not be writing an email full of things about you, things about your company, and you should not be writing an email wherein you don't even introduce yourself, right? So talking too much and none about yourself is something that you should be aware of. Fourth, I think do not use clickbaits, subject lines like get a free Amazon voucher, even if you're not giving out one. So don't use such clickbaits that are not promising the customer. Lastly, I think bad formatting, it's another form of spammy emails, but most I see a lot of people trying to format their emails in a particular manner. They increase the font size, they change fonts and everything, and it end up looking bad. So I would say 90% of emails should be written in just plain format that Gmail or any other mail platform serves. And even if you try to do a bit of formatting, just use bold and italics. Bold to just clearly mention what is the important part and underline the parts that you want the user to pay attention to. But don't go too much into formatting, or it might end up backfiring. Last thing I think that you should be doing in a cold email is first clear subject. I think most of us filter out the emails that we receive all day long by just the subject lines or by the names, right? So have a clear subject on the mail. We'll come to the content part of it, how we can generate those subject lines and how what's the thought process while creating these subject lines. Second, do introduce yourself in your company even when the prospect does know about you. So let's say, for an example, if I'm writing a cold email to any of you, to any of the viewers right now, even if you know I'm from Team Peppertype, I should write a line of introduction about myself as a courtesy. So we are in a fresh mood in the at every morning, and we might not remember all the people, right? So you might know hundreds of Pranav in your life. So it's important to introduce yourself, give a brief intro about yourself, so the context for the email is set. Third thing, how you came across them. So it's very human to talk about to do some small talk first. So you should try to mention how you came across their profile and why you think you wanted to write to them. So provide some clear context onto that. This just helps the user familiarize with you, and it also helps them build a relationship with you. It also lets them know that it is a personalized email. Then I think call to action. Then you should not be wasting too much time there and directly jump to what is it that you wanted to ask them. You can maybe talk more on other things in the sentence afterwards, but it's important to mention your call to action not too early, but quite early in the email. So the user knows what to expect and what's the clear call to action here. If they want to take the call to action, they can just take it here, or if they can take it ahead as well, but don't keep them waiting for too long. I think one thing that really separates out a lot of cold emails is if not you. So for example, what this means is, let's say if I'm writing an email to any of you, right? And you might not be the right person in that case. So always request the other person to connect you to the right person, right? So for example, if you're not the right person to tell me about something, you can connect me to one of your mutual connections who can be the right one to speak on that topic. So it's always good to ask for a, if not you, can you point me in the right direction, something like that. Lastly, be humble. I think if somebody is reading your email, they're dedicating, let's say, 30 seconds or a minute to you, and you should be humble about that. Out of all the emails, they chose to read yours. So try to be humble and try to be thankful on that front. And lastly, always end your mail with a signature that contains your contact information. So, for example, if anybody wanted any more context, they can maybe go to your website from your signature, or they can just call you up on your contact information. So always end your email with a signature that contains your contact information clearly. I think some people try to overdo their signatures a little bit. So let's just try to keep it simple for this session at least. You can try out 2-3 signatures and see what works for your field. But personally, I would like emails that end with a very basic signature that just contains their contact information, their name, and their company. That's it. So yeah, I think this is all that we need to know before jumping into actually generating cold emails. Uh, what we want to do in these sessions is we want to start with more practical approaches, and we want to just get into the product and show you how it works, show you how we can write this product cold emails. And for this particular session, I'm picking up two things. I think I'll just share my other screen. Yeah. So I've made this Google Doc here. It tells me that, okay, my name is Pranav Goyal and I'm a product manager at Peppertype. What is Peppertype? Peppertype is a virtual content assistant. And these are the two emails that we're writing today. One is from me. I'm a sales rep. Let's say, for example, I'm a sales representative at a company called Peppertype. And I'm writing this email to Richard Hendricks. It's a made up name. He's a prospect to my company. He's a potential user. He's a potential customer. So yeah, so we're going to write this email, and the intent behind this email is to introduce Peppertype to them and request them to try the product once, right? So this is my intent, and the call to action is start a free trial of Peppertype. So this is how I personally write all my emails. It's completely up to you on what works for you best, but I always like to define uh, who I'm sending to, what's my intent, and what should be the CTA. So this is something that I just do. Second email that we're going to see it from something that I do on a daily basis. So it's from Pranav Goyal again. I'm a product manager and I'm writing to Richard Hendricks again. But in this case, they've become a Peppertype user now. And my intent behind writing this email to them is to learn about their experience with the product and understand their feedback about the product, Peppertype, right? The call to action here is to set up a call, and sometimes it might be a big ask for asking people to set up a call with you, giving you 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I'm adding an optional CTA to either set up a call or just reply to this email with some questions that I'm sending you. So we'll be writing these two emails, and we'll be using Peppertype to generate this content. So before jumping into the product, if anybody has any questions, or if any of you wants something that to be considered in the emails before we start, you can add it in the comments, and I think Yash would let me know. So yeah, just give me a second. Yep. You able to see my screen? I think it should be visible now. Yeah. So this is how the dashboard of Peppertype looks like when you first log in. What are we creating today? We are going to be creating cold emails. So you can search for all the content types here. There are a bunch of content types. We'll be talking about a lot of them today. And you can always try out the content types that you want to by signing up on app.peppertype.ai/sign up, or you can just visit peppertype.ai. So today we're writing cold emails, and if you scroll down, you'll see that there's a content type that does this exactly the same thing. We're going to be starting with this. There are two content types when I search email. First is email subject lines, and second is cold emails. So we'll be starting with cold emails first, and we'll get a structure for our cold email. Then maybe we'll make some edits to this based on what we like, and we might also delve deeper into other content types to help us write a more expanded version of the cold email. So what you require here is product name and a description about the product. So I'll just simply add in Peppertype here. Yeah. So this is the description that I've already written in the product. Who's sending this email? I think Pranav Goyal, and the first email is being sent from a sales rep. So I'm just going to add my designation here. So this gives the model chance to learn a chance to get context about you, and set the tonality accordingly. You can also add in advanced options such as agenda for this email and the tone of voice that you want it to follow. So for this particular email, my intent is to introduce Peppertype and request them to try, right? So I'll just add request Richard to try out. So this is my agenda for this email. If I want to keep any tone of voice, so let's say uh, he's one of my past colleagues, so I would like to keep a friendly tone of voice, not very formal or professional in those lines. So once I click on create content, Peppertype is going to do its magic. It's going to get the context from all the information that you've filled, and it's going to generate full length cold emails. It has generated two options for me right now. So first that says, Dear Richard, how are you? My name is Pranav Goyal and I'm a sales rep at Peppertype. I'm reaching out to you because we are at Peppertype, have been observing company name. You can add in their company related content over the past few months, and we learned that you have a need for a content creation tool. Okay, so this tells me that the email is personalized for me. So if Richard sees this email and they see their company name, let's say Pied Piper for example. So you can also edit the content in real time here, and I can just do the edits here. So observing Pied Piper related content over the past few months, and it tells me that okay, this email is personalized. It also introduces myself at the start. So okay, we've created a revolutionary AI-powered content generation tool that lets you write captivating content over the click of a button. So that's a one-liner introduction about the product, brief introduction, which covers all the major parts. That it's a content generation tool. It's powered by AI technology. And what's the benefit of using this tool? It lets you create captivating content over the click of a button. Got it. So our tool has been used over by Dash brands. You can fill in the number of brands that use the tool today. So I'll just mention, let's say 1,000+ brands today, and over 100,000+ individuals. So I can just mention that here, and has helped them save dash hours of writing time. So you can fill in the number accordingly. So let's say if every user saves, let's say an hour, so I can just mention here 100K plus hours writing time every week, let's say. Yeah. So I want to request for a 30 minutes call to explore potential synergies between this and Peppertype. I know you have a lot of things on your plate, but I assure you that you won't regret the time you spend with us. So I think this is a really good line that the model has picked up. That I know you have a lot of things on your plate, but I assure you that you won't regret the time you spend with us. This gives a double assurance to the receiver that you're going to be. It gives a sense of validation. It gives a sense of assurance to the receiver, and it also kind of generates FOMO, right? So if you do not set up this call, you'll be kind of missing out on something that you could have tried, right? So I would like to definitely keep this line. And it ends with, please let me know when you're free for the call. Thank you, Pranav Goyal. So we'll be obviously making some changes to this email, but yeah, pretty much I like the format, I like the ending. So I'll just save it here. Okay, so Richard, how are you doing? I'm Pranav Goyal from Peppertype. It's an advanced AI-powered biz. I wanted to reach out. This is pretty direct, I think. This is a pretty direct email. I would like to go for a longer one. So I'll just copy this one here and maybe go back to my doc and paste it here. Yeah, so this is my option one. Go back to the app. I'll see my newly generated results. Got it. Okay, this is a fairly simple introduction. We are a tool that helps you create amazing content over the click of a button. Okay, got it. Okay, I also like this particular line that you have any free time in the next couple of weeks. I'd love you to check out Peppertype. It is free and can save you a lot of time, as it does a lot of heavy lifting for you. Whether you're looking for complete blog posts or blog posts for specific pages, Peppertype will come to your rescue. It's a very useful tool, and I'm sure you'll find it useful as well. Got it. Uh, got it. I think I also like this particular statement here. Why don't you give Peppertype a try and see how it can change your life? So it's writing the CTA I wanted to write in a much better way. So instead of getting on a call with them, I would like to serve this as my CTA that we defined here to start a free trial of Peppertype. So we'll mention this. Why don't you give Peppertype a try here? I'll maybe just add the link. Yeah. And see how it can change your life. Got it. I think this is also a good introductory line that you can start with. So either you can do personalization like this. I'm reaching out to you because you at Peppertype have been observing this company. But if you don't think this is relevant, you can also write this. I hear that you have a paucity of time. You can't afford to write blog posts for your clients often. So maybe you can just you can for your website, we have created a revolutionary tool. So this is the basic pain agitate solution model that has been followed in copywriting for so long. First, you try to highlight their problem. This is the problem that the user has been facing, that you have a paucity of time. Second, you try to agitate on top of that you can't afford to write blog posts for your website, and then you serve them with a solution that we have created a revolutionary AI powered tool. So, and this is again some sort of validation that your tool has received. So, great structure. I think great structure this particular email. And if you don't want to have a call, set up a call CTA, you can obviously go with this one. Why don't you give Peppertype a try here? Got it. So what we can also do is, let's say if you want to dive slightly deeper and provide more context to the user, we can also use more content types to generate better outputs, to generate better descriptions about Peppertype product. And let's just see how we can do that. So you can see, you can go to the copywriting tab and you can see these various content types. Some of these say brand or product descriptions. Some say value proposition, compelling bullet points. Then there is pain agitate solution that we just talked about, before after bridge, feature to benefit AIDA. So let's say if you're talking particularly about compelling bullet points right now, I think it's very easy to just simply go through bullet points instead of paragraphs. So if I just try to create some bullet points that can be easily read by the user, so it might be a good pitch in that sense. So yeah, these are some of the compelling bullet points about Peppertype. It's easy to use. It provides you with engaging and optimized content at the speed of light. I really like this particular line. You can use it to create high quality content for different purposes. So it has also defined some of the use cases that you can use it to generate Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, lead gen emails. You can quickly generate the content no matter how much you want to create. This basically tells me about, let's say, bulk content creation. So Peppertype can allow for bulk content creation. It's never been easier with such low effort, money, and time. So yeah. You're very own copywriter, no more expensive writer, save your precious time. Yeah, I think bunch of topics here. I really love this particular output here. So what you can also do is, dear Richard, how are you? My name is Pranav Goel. I'm a sales rep at Peppertype. I hear that you have a paucity of time and you can't afford to write blog posts for your website. We have created a revolutionary AI-powered content generation tool, etc., etc. So you can also mention this here. These are some of the things that our existing users say about the tool. Just add this line and then you can provide in some pointers. It's easy to use. It provides you with engaging and optimized content at the speed of light. So I talk about these 5 pointers. And this has been your small pitch for the tool. You can also generate more content if you don't like this particular one. It's an unlimited resource. You can also go back, try out more content types, let's say pain agitate solution. So it's going to give me copies in particular format, starting with the point pain, then agitating it, and then finally providing the solution. So yeah, you should be creating lots of content for your business, but you can never find the time. This is the pain, right? Agitate, isn't it frustrating when you have a whole list of blog posts you have to write and create? How much easier would your life be if someone else could write this blog post for you? You've developed an AI copywriter. So I think this is a good pitch. This is a great pitch, I think. It's hard to know if you're creating amazing content. After all, everyone says their content is great. But do you ever wonder why you're not getting the results you want? Have you ever thought, what am I even doing? What am I doing wrong? Peppertype. Yeah. So this is more result focused pitch. This is about time. So I think I also like this kind of pitch wherein you start with the pain, then you agitate on that point, and finally pitch the solution. Uh, Got it. I think I like this particular output. I'm going to take it out of here. As we are talking about blog post in this particular cold email, so maybe instead of providing with the complex jargon-based definition, we can just tell them we have developed an AI-powered copywriter to help you save hours of work writing your next blog post. It works by asking you a few questions and then writing an article based on your answers. So you also tell them a little bit about how it works. So I think this is a better description here. Got it. I think this is more around time, effort, and budget. So it's talking about pricing point. But if you have a limited marketing budget, you should try an AI-powered copywriter Peppertype today. So yeah, these three outputs highlight three different problems. So you can see which Richard will relate to the most, and then choose the problem statement accordingly. So yeah, I think this is a good enough cold email. You can obviously add in more element. You can go all out if you want. You can write a value proposition in it. You can have a feature to benefit copywriting in that. You can also try to generate a proper description from this particular content type. So let's say if you just know one line about the product and you just want to have a better output in that front, so you can use this particular content type, and it gives you slightly longer descriptions. So okay, this is quite friendly. This is quite simple. Let's face it, creating content is hard and costly, but on your own. But with Peppertype, we make it easy as a click of button. As simple as that. So could use this pitch as well. I think bunch of great options. So yeah, you can try and A/B test all these pitches and see what works for you best. Um, so yeah, these are a bunch of content types that you can use. Then maybe you can go to the email subject lines tool to get a perfect subject line for this email. So tell us about your product. I think peppertype.ai. Okay, I'll just add in this and enter an email description. It is a cold email to Richard, requesting him to try out Peppertype and provide their feedback. I think we'll maybe take that up later. Introducing and requesting him to try out Peppertype. Yeah, I think that's all. We'll just start creating some subject lines and see what it does. So yeah, these are a bunch of subject lines. It's talking more about virtual content assistant at first. Say hello to your virtual content assistant, introducing Peppertype. It also adds an emoji sometimes. So recently it's been found that subject lines with one or maximum of two emojis work good. So it's trying to sneak in an emoji there. It's already gotten a hint that Peppertype is a AI-powered tool. So it's adding a technical robot emoji, which is very cool. Your virtual content assistant is here, or you can be just direct, say hello to Peppertype, meet your new virtual content assistant, meet the AI-powered content writing tool that writes your, so it finishes off there, that writes your content. I can just finish it off there. Your virtual content assistant is there, introducing Peppertype, interested in Peppertype, ready to try out Peppertype. I think this is also really great, ready to try out Peppertype. So yeah, you can generate more here, bringing you the next big thing. I think this is quite exciting as a subject line, that bringing you the next big thing. This also generates a sense of FOMO in the user, that hey, if you're not checking this out, you're missing on something big. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Richard, I've got something for you. I think you'll love it. I think I love these two. These are very personalized and again, really cool. It'll save you hours of time. I think you'd benefit from. Let me know what you think. We want to give your team a boost. I think I love this one. Okay, we want your team to shine. Yeah, I think this is something that's quite hard to ignore. If somebody sends you an email, we want your team to shine, you definitely want to at least check what it is. So I think these are similar to the ones that we received before. But you can always go back, go to the edit details. Maybe I can add in exciting as a tone of voice, and maybe I can change the description here a little bit. Uh, so I can just add in AI powered content generation tool here. Yeah. So I'm just going to change the description a little bit to get even more options. Yeah, say hello to copywriting 2.0. I think love this. Maybe I'm going to use this only. Want to write killer copy? Try this. Bringing you the next big thing. I think I could always use this one. So either I'm going to go ahead with this, bringing you the next big thing, or we could also try to say hello to copywriting 2.0. I think I love these two results. I'm going to keep them subject 1 and subject 2. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is how you create a sales-based content cold email. Fairly simple. You just put together a bunch of a bunch of content types and see what works for you best on that front. I'd like to just add my contact information, let's say, and if I want to add my contact numbers, so I can throw in my 10 digits here. Yeah. So uh, I think I'll just return to the stream for a minute and see if anybody has any doubts, any comments that we've gotten here. Okay, I'll just quickly read out some comments and if there are any questions, would love to answer them. Yeah. So just following along, changing your example from Peppertype to something related to travel has returned some great content. I think thanks a lot for that, big world travel. I think yeah, it generates really great content around travel as an industry. So definitely, thanks a lot for that. Please tips to create a good tell us about your product. So I'm not able to get the name of the user who has asked this question, but try to be as simple as you can. You know the best about your product. Try to talk more about your features instead of the try to talk more about your benefits instead of your features. So yeah, for example, almost imagine when you're writing a description inside Peppertype, almost imagine that you're trying to explain your product to a 5-year-old kid, right? So try to be as clear, as simple as that. That's what, right? So even if I have to describe Peppertype, there's a way I can say that it's an AI powered content generation tool, or I can just say it gives you content. That could be the most basic description of Peppertype. Uh, that it gives you great content over the click of a button, right? So it can do that as well. What you can do is if you want to generate better descriptions for your product, you can just go to the content type called brand/product description. It gives you one paragraph, two paragraphs of content that you can use anywhere to describe your product, be it inside Peppertype or anywhere on the internet. So what if the outputs created are not satisfactory? So I think this is something that we've been working on really hard to make sure the outputs you get are of the highest quality. But I would definitely agree that in let's say 1 on 100 chance, you might receive outputs that are not that good. So what you can do is you can just create more outputs. That's it, right? So Peppertype, the best thing that we can say about the technology is that it's an unlimited well of resources. We've been personally using it for a year, and I think it never disappoints. Even if the outputs are not that up to the mark at first go, you can always generate more content and definitely sure that you are bound to get something that you like. So this is going to be decreasing so much in the coming times. You're bound to get your results in the first go itself. we're going to keep improving the quality, and we're going to keep making it even more easier and faster for you to get the content that you like. So then, okay, Ankush is asking something. What would be the best way to evaluate between the various copies that Peppertype gives me? That's quite subjective, I think, Ankush. That's based on you, on what type of content you like. We can only give you options. That's the only reason we give you options, because some content is very subjective in those terms. That something might be really good to us, but you might not like it, right? That's why I give you various options to evaluate and to just save the ones that you like. So once you, I think this is something that a lot of people don't know about Peppertype. Is that when you start saving the content, the model starts to learn on itself, right? So if you let's say if we present you with 5 options and you save 2 of them, so we get the feedback that hey, this particular user liked these 2 results. So in future, we'll try to take that into consideration and we'll automatically generate content that's more similar to these 2 outputs. So the probability of you liking more options in the future rises, right? So that's completely on you, how you evaluate between the copies that Peppertype give you. But yes, when you do save a copy, it gives us feedback and we try to iterate on top of that. I think thanks a lot, Ankush, for asking that. It's a really good question, and I think all of us can learn something from there. On a few topics, if the outputs are not too favorable, how do we go about it? I think we've already answered this, but if the outputs created are not satisfactory, on a few topics, I think it does work across various industries, various genres. But if you find some genre that the Peppertype tool is not able to create content that is very good on in that particular niche or in that particular industry, you should reach out to us on support, and we'll definitely do a check if there is something you can do in your description to get better outputs, or if we can take in that as a feedback and we can train the models better to have that industry. Have more context on that industry to generate outputs that are favorable. I think this is what you meant. If there's anything else on that front, would love to know. Does it need to be whole sentences or can it be bullet points? It can definitely be bullet points. It takes any and all forms of input. So you can also serve in as bullet points and the model will understand it. Is there some video somewhere on putting a blog together like this? Yes, definitely. We've done this. So this is a series of sessions that we do, and the first one that we did was to write a whole blog, 1,000 words blog using Peppertype. So you should definitely check it out. I think Yash will put the link in the comments here, and you can just Google or you put it on YouTube, that Peppertyping 101. You'll see a whole playlist wherein we break down different use cases. We started with blog, we moved on to LinkedIn, we talked about Twitter, and then we're talking about cold emails. And in the upcoming weeks, we'll be definitely covering a lot of topics around content. So is it free to use, or there are just few free trials? So yeah, we do offer a free trial of 10,000 words. So you can go up to peppertype.ai today and you can sign up. You'll receive 10,000 words free. You can use the tool, you can understand it, and then you can also refer your friends. And when they sign up, you also receive free words. So it's pretty much like that. When you see that the tool is able to provide you an ROI, and it's also contributing to your content journey, and it's making it easier for you to create content. You can definitely go for the paid plans that lift off those words restriction. So yeah, it's currently free. You can go up and you can sign up for a free trial. So I think that was all the questions. I'll just go back to writing the second email, and we'll quickly jump to the end of the presentation for a discount code for everyone who has stuck through, and then we'll call it a night. So yeah, is my screen visible again? Yeah, I think you can see this. So yeah, I think second email is from a product manager to a user to learn about their experience and understand their feedback with the product. So this is the CTA that I'll be taking on. Yeah. I'll go back to the tool. I think I've done this a lot of times, so I'll just search Peppertype here. Yeah. So this is the agenda of my mail, to learn about Richard's experience and understand their feedback, from understand his feedback of Peppertype. Tone of voice that I want to be, I want to write a very humble email, and I want to be requesting the user to set up, to take out their time to tell me about their experience. So I'd want to be in a very humble position in that particular email. Okay. So dear first name, I'm Pranav Goyal, the product manager. I came across your profile and saw that you're looking to build your online presence. You're probably looking for a tool. I think this is more of introductory content. So I think best example, this particular output is talking about introducing Peppertype. But in our case, the person is already a user of Peppertype. So I don't think this result here is relevant. So we move on to the next one. And if we don't even like this one, we can always create more outputs. Okay, so I think this is fairly straightforward. I'm Pranav Goyal, product manager. It's been, let's say, a year since we launched Peppertype. I'd love to get your feedback on how you're using us since its launch. I'm available on the phone today at this. So I think we could do a little better than this. So yeah, definitely, I think I'm very happy we got in this situation right here, because we'll just see how we get out of this. Yeah, I think I really like this output as well. It sets the context really good. Maybe we can just add a line of introduction. Yeah, I think really good output there. Got it. Or else, I can also go to content expander. And what this particular content type does is it follows my command. So let's say if I tell it to write me an email about requesting a user to share their feedback on my product. That's it, right? The tone of voice I want to keep is very humble, or yeah, keywords to include no such keywords. So I'll get a generic output from here, and I'll merge it with my product, and I'll create a final cold email. Yeah, I hope you're doing great. My name is this. I'm the founder. I'm reaching out to you because your name was given to me by this. I was hoping you'd be willing to share your feedback on my product. If it's not too much trouble, I'd greatly appreciate if you take the time out to fill this short survey for me. Thank you. I think I really like this particular line. If it's not too much trouble, I'd greatly appreciate if you took the time out to fill this short survey for me. Quite humble, yeah. So I'm an entrepreneur who's been working on this. I've designed it in a way it's easy to use, and I would be happy if you can provide me the feedback. Yes, I think this is also again a good output. I would love to hear what you think about this product. It means a lot for me to get feedback from you. If you could write me an email about your experience, that would be great. I'd like to hear what you have to say about the product, whether it be good or bad. I think this is really good paragraph that you can always use in your feedback emails. You can set the context from the previous cold email templates and finally draft your email. Yeah, I think this is also really good. So yeah, these are some bunch of ways wherein you can ask the AI to give you some content, and it will follow your command. It will give you exactly what you asked for it. So this is one of the ways you can do this. Uh, I think other than this, you can also use the Peppertype Chrome extension. I think this is something that comes up as a surprise to a lot of people here. Till now, the Peppertype app was a standalone product. You had to go to the Peppertype app every time you wanted to generate some content. But now you can just simply tap on the extension. You can install it from the Chrome extension store. I think I'll put the link to download this extension in the chat. It's in beta right now, as you can see. So you need to just log in with your Peppertype account. You don't need to own a paid account to use this extension as well. It can be accessed via a free account. So you can just choose the content type here. Let's say if I'm choosing the cold email one, I can just enter my product name. I can use this product exactly how I used it in the uh, app format. Just give me a second to sign myself in here. Yes, back to using this here. Yeah, I can just cold email peppertype.ai. I just entered this, and I'm sending this email from a product manager's perspective. And the tone of voice, I don't want to define a tone of voice here. Maybe I could have a friendly tone of voice, and I can learn about their experience. So this all happens inside a tab on your Google Docs only. So once you get some content out of it, yep, I can just directly copy it from here, maybe copy it, this output, and directly paste it here. Yeah. So this is how the Chrome extension of Peppertype can come in handy to you wherever you're writing your content. If you're writing it directly in Gmail, so you can always go directly to Gmail and have this as a handy tool over here. Or you can be writing your content in Google Doc and you can just open the extension here. So uh, this is something that we wanted to show you as the first surprise. Second thing, that obviously, when I talk about is that Peppertype costs you exactly $0 to get started. It's completely free at start. We offer you a free trial of 10,000 words. So you can go to peppertype.ai today, peppertype.ai, and sign up for a free registration. Then, if you think that the product can help you in a product journey, you can go for a paid plan, and you can use the code cold20 to get 20% off on all plans. This is valid for 3 more days, so make sure you get the subscription in before that. Otherwise, you'll have to get it at the full price. So you can note this cold20 coupon code down, and you can use it till I think today is 18th, so you can use it till 21st EOD. So yeah, I think that's it for today, folks. We'll be doing a lot of these sessions every single week at the same time, and we'll be talking and breaking down more and more use cases. So yeah, I hope to see you in all these sessions, and would love to be a part of your content journey. Thank you.
Super. Just to remind you all, thank you so much first for joining across the Facebook group, YouTube, and LinkedIn as well. We're going to do this every Tuesday, 10 p.m. IST. We'll keep you all updated on the Facebook group that we have. Please just go ahead and join the Facebook group. It's free for all of you to join it. You can share as many questions on a daily basis over there if you are having any trouble by using any of the feature. You can also get connected to all the other Peppertype users from 100 different countries. So feel free to connect, expand your network by joining the Facebook community as well. If you want, I can just ask Yash to put the link of the group here in the comment section in the chat. And if you all have any more questions, please feel free to put it on the Facebook group or reach us on the email address. But I think if we all can just get like one last comment across these channels, what you enjoyed from today's session, if there was something that we could have done better, or if you want us to do a particular feature or elaborate on a particular feature, please would just request to take 10 seconds of your time and put it in the comments wherever you're watching this, on YouTube, LinkedIn, or in the Facebook group. Any small comment that you can give us as a feedback, which will help us to do this better the next week that we do. If you want, we would try and bring in some of our users also on this demo. We'll ask some of you itself to join this demo sessions, and you can live use Peppertype, and probably that's how we can help you use it much better. But any other feedback, opinion, suggestion that you have for us, please just feel free to put it in the comments, or you can even DM us later on Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere. Like we are present across all these social media channels, so feel free to just DM us anytime. And yeah, we'll see you again next week on Tuesday, 10 p.m. IST. Thank you so much, Pranav. Once again, any last thoughts that we want to share before we end this stream? Anything that we want to share? I think Pranav has already told you guys that you can use the coupon code before 21st end of the day. Go ahead, use it. If you don't want to immediately purchase it, you can also refer. You can use the free trial where you can have 10,000 words. You can even refer to other people and probably get more free words. And once you have exhausted that, then you can use the cold 20 coupon code. So go ahead, use that, share it with your friends or with your colleagues, your organization. If you want us to give you a bulk offer, user, just reach us and we'll probably try give this for your entire organization. So we'll work around something in that manner. Somebody's asking, I came in late. Is there a recording? So this will be there on YouTube as well as the Facebook group and even on LinkedIn. So please feel free to watch this again, share it with your friends, with your colleagues. Once again, just reminding that Peppertype has a free trial, so you can just share this live stream with them and ask them to try their hands at Peppertype themselves. And I'm very sure they will know the power of Peppertype. But yes, thank you so much once again, everyone who has joined us from multiple countries across different platforms. We'll do this again next Tuesday. And yes, just remember the code is cold20. Use it before 21st Jan, end of the day. Pranav, any last thoughts, any suggestions if we have to give?
Uh, no, I think you've pretty much covered it all, Pawan. Thanks a lot. I think I would love for everybody to try out the Chrome extension. It's a latest release. It's still in beta, and I think we've been getting some great feedback on how it's like having us like personal copywriter sitting alongside you. You're writing a mail in Gmail, you just open the extension, get the content, paste it here, and that's done. You don't have to open a new tab, sign in again, do all of that again. So definitely do check out the extension and provide us with your feedback in the reviews there itself, or write me a mail at pranav@peppertype.ai.
Super. I think if all of you use Grammarly as a Chrome extension, you all know how that works, and it's similar. Like Peppertype will write the emails for you, will generate the tweet ideas for you, LinkedIn polls, or the post, or anything else. So feel free to. I think Yash has already put up the Chrome extension link as well. So go ahead, just add that into your Chrome. But thank you so much, everyone. Once again, I know it's pretty late here in India. But thank you so much for staying throughout this stream, and we'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye, guys. Take care. Stay safe.